Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bad mail.
Now
Thank
let's
you.
start the show.
Thank you.
What's the deal with Apple Vision Pro? It's like Apple Sauce Pro with the ground. So that's Apple's weird virtual reality / augmented reality headset they put out that cost like $3,500. So if you don't mind, hawking an arm and a leg, you can get one, which is fine because you just put the thing on your head. And then you don't need the arm and the leg really to use it once it's there. You can just use the other arm. Don't use the leg for it though. That's not Apple telling me to say that. That's just me giving you a tip. A pro tip. An Apple Vision Pro tip. Sure. But yeah, I don't know. So this thing, I guess, all I wanted to really bring up with this was that we're looking at videos, seeing things people do with them. There's some possibilities to do cool stuff with them. I'll admit that, but I don't see myself using them because it seems like largely the biggest thing is essentially gives you the ability to create like windows or having displays and monitor things. Like it's like creating virtual displays that are like look like they're in your actual world. And while a lot of that can be kind of impressive, I guess, depending on what you're doing, it's just not appealing to me. And especially at this price point, I think you're not going to see many people doing stuff on it. Outside of the review channels that are looking at all the tech things, or people with lots of money that have that to throw away. If you were going to be replacing multiple displays and other things with this, it would make maybe more sense, but I don't think people are going to replace a TV with an Apple Vision Pro put on their head, sat on there forever. It's not the kind of thing you're going to be taking out with you everywhere, even though people have done that a bit and look stupid. And they feel stupid. A lot of them were just like, I feel like an idiot. But like the thing, I guess, and like you can, I would encourage you to look up like videos and reviews and like samples of like how that stuff looks. Or maybe if you can go and like test one out somewhere, just to try one, before you would think about buying one. I think it would be a good idea. I just don't know that and maybe it's just me that I'm not really that interested in what it can do. It doesn't seem like it would do much for me, and I don't know I think basically my 2 cents on this also would be that even if this is something that like they stick with and they keep going and they iterate on, I think that the one that's going to see a lot of people jump in is not going to be this one. It's going to be either the next generation or the one after that. Basically, I'm thinking they're going to have to put out essentially an Apple Vision Air, which will be, it'll be smaller, it'll be lighter. It might not have all of the same features, but it'll be cheaper, and that'll be the big thing, is that if they can get it into an affordable place where people will feel okay about throwing the money at it to get it, I think that's where you're going to get it in there. Because I think something like, what is it, like the Meta Quest, whatever new thing for that, the Facebook's new one, or Meta's new thing, or whatever, their headset's like $500, right? It's like, people are going to get that long before this Apple one that costs way too much money. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, if they can get theirs down, they would have to do probably a lot of cuts to get it down to that level of, I'm thinking like 1,500, 2,000, or lower, to get people's foot in the door for a lot of more average users. And that's still a big chunk of money for a lot of people, but they would be more willing to jump into there if it's still good quality. So we'll see where that goes. But I just thought it was kind of interesting looking at that. And I guess I'm curious if you want to call to action for this one to leave in the comments. What do you think about it? About what it can do? What kind of things do you think you would do with one? Or if you have one, how do you like it? What do you do with it? Is it worth it? And And what do you think is like, the price to feature to everything, like ratios? Where do you think this is? Who do you think this is for? Where do you think they need to get it to be for everyone? And that kind of stuff. I'd be interested to hear more people's input on this. Um, I don't know that I'm sold on it because like right now it is looking largely like you're putting up displays for things, and it's like I have enough actual physical displays around. I don't need virtual displays. So unless I'm missing some of the really great features that are gonna somehow make it worth that price tag, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. So I like to have more input. I'm also too lazy to keep looking for more things on it than I've already found. So hearing from actual people would be kind of cool. So what's the deal with Apple Vision Pro? It's like, it's like Orange Vision Pro. Actually, no, it's nothing like that. You can't even compare them, and not just because only one of them exists.
What's the deal with Sam? What's